Hi, I'm Stephen Ridgway. If you're using WordPress Ninja Forms, the plugin has got vulnerabilities and it is recommended to apply the patches ASAP. Patches have been out since 4th of July. However, only only around half of the known installations have been upgraded, so it leaves around 400,000 sites currently vulnerable to attacks. Um, Three vulnerabilities. One is a post-based reflected cross-site scripting flaw, which can be used to give unauthenticated users escalated privileges and basically steal information. The second and third problems are respectively broken access control issues, um, and giving the subscribers and contributors the ability to export all data from users that have submitted data to an impacted site. So there are patches available. The version to aim for is 3.6.26, and they are saying yes, you should apply this ASAP. So if you're using WordPress, just check that your Ninja Forms plugin has updated. And as I said before, even if you set your WordPress site to automatically update plugins, doesn't mean to say that it actually does. In our experience, there are some that do and there are some that don't. So manually going in to check periodically is a good idea. I would suggest now is one of those times. So it looks like Lazarus has been back into the game of stealing cryptocurrency. So there's crypto payment service CoinsPaid has announced that they experienced a cyber attack on the 22nd of July, which resulted in the theft of over $37 million worth of cryptocurrency. They're claiming they have been able to recover the majority of this, although they are a bit vague on how they've done that. Although we do know that they've been working with other crypto exchanges, presumably to track the movements of any stolen cryptocurrency. They are looking to get their systems back online. They've been rebuilding things post. It sounds like they're doing a reasonable job of this. Having been hit, we'll all get hit at some point. They have identified what needed to be done, and they're rebuilding their systems into a secure environment. Well, secure until the next vulnerability, at least. So they believe that the amount of disruption is going to be minimized. They'll be back online and trading again soon, and they think that they'll be able to recover from this very well. So good for them. Lazarus has been known to, the Lazarus Group, North Koreans, they've been known to um, attack crypto firms, so targeting exchanges and crypto wallets and so on and so forth. They stole 35 million from Atomic Wallet, 100 million from Harmony Horizon, and an astonishing 617 million from Axie Infinity, blockchain-based game. Suspect that their actions are actually a significant part of the GDP of North Korea, given the sanctions and other things going on there. So, and we know that they're determined and good at what they're doing. So, if you as always, if you've got cryptocurrency, make sure that you are careful about how you store it and where you trade it. Offline wallets and all the other bits and pieces. I'm not an expert in this, but the usual stuff is good. If you're working in one of the organisations that is a crypto exchange, or I'm sure you are well aware of the dangers, and you're working hard to keep things safe. And finally, from me, interesting one here. Ryanair has become the latest organisation to face legal action over its use of facial recognition technology. So, um, if you book with Ryanair directly, they take your booking, issue you your e-tickets, and away you go. If you book through a third party, Ryanair insists that you provide additional verification. Um, so, one of the methods of authentication they want is facial recognition. So, they expect you to upload your biometrics to the processor of this information, which isn't Ryanair themselves. They outsource that. Um, Therefore, according to the European Centre for Digital Rights, um, you're being pushed into providing your biometric data to an organisation which you have no dealings with directly. And this apparently is not in line with EU regulations. So there are, I think there's some interesting lawsuits going around at the moment about facial recognition and when it's allowed, when it's legal and when it's not. Um, it concerns me, as do all things to do with using biometrics in a digital world, that once it's been digitized, A, it can be stolen, and B, it can be changed. And it would be very difficult for uh, you, as the owner of, let's say, your own face or your fingerprints or your DNA or whatever it may be, iris patterns, it is impossible for you to change any of that stuff. So if it's compromised, you're kind of screwed. So we'll have to see where this one goes. The reason behind it is that allegedly, Ryanair say, "Oh, it's because third-party agents, travel agents, don't give them the right information," which has got to be total bullshit. It is more likely that Ryanair are simply making it difficult for customers to book with third parties and to drive them to go directly to Ryanair's own purchasing systems. Yes, Ryanair is an interesting organisation in that respect, isn't it? Right, anyway, that's all from me. So I hope you have a really good Friday. Have a great weekend, and I shall be back with you on Monday morning.